Hi, my name is Marta and I'm a Twin Flame Ascension coach associated with Twin Flames Universe. And welcome to my channel Pop Paper Love. Here I share insights about my journey, and you can also book a coaching session with me or buy a reading on life purpose or a love message from me. And today I will be speaking about divine timing and what that actually is. Lots of people on this journey think that they have to rely on divine timing, on something to happen in their twin flame relationship. And the thing is, divine timing doesn't mean you wait for something in the future to happen, but it means the things happen in the divine order. Time itself doesn't exist. It only exists the present moment or now, and everything we experience happens in the divine order. And what that means? That means that you have to take guided steps on your journey so that things may unfold. But that doesn't mean you have to wait for something to happen in the future. Lots of people on this journey think that with divine timing, things will just happen. But the thing is, you have to take action on this journey when you feel guided to. And and how to know when you feel guided to take some steps. Well, you ask the higher force when it's the right time to do something, on where you feel a kind of nudge or inspiration or call to do something, like contact your twin or go to a certain place, then it's okay to do it. But it certainly doesn't mean that you have to wait for something to unfold, because I often say, for example, my clients sometimes tell me I don't need coaching because things will unfold in its own way. But I often tell them that you don't heal with time, but with therapy, with coaching sessions, with all the stuff that you need to feel better. And for example, in my case, I God told me 5 years ago that I will marry my twin flame, and I could have just waited for those last 5 years to something to happen, but I took things in my hands, and since those 5 years were passing, I got back to school. I finished college. I was working. I took a cooking course. I got back to church. I became an ascension coach. I had coaching session myself. That divine timing doesn't mean you have to wait for something. In fact, waiting is never a case for you to do nothing. You just have to take guided steps when you have to concentrate on yourself in that period while you're waiting on your twin flame, and you have to actually get to the point where you don't feel attached to your twin flame, or where you have to come to the point where you don't feel like you need him or her in your life, because you feel really good on your own. You feel really peaceful, happy, so that in fact means you reached the inner union. And we all know that when you reach inner union, the external will reflect itself in the outer union, or with union with the twin flame. So actually, lots of us on this journey feel like we need to be with our twin flame in order to feel good. But the thing is, we have to find that love and that happy feelings and that peace within ourselves. Even sometimes when we feel really low, we think, oh, if I were just now with my twin flame, I would feel really well. But the thing is, your twin flame would just amplify your feelings. So if you felt sad or low or depressed or anxious, he would just amplify that. So it's even better to look for that connection or for that relationship when you feel good on your own. So your twin flame would amplify those feelings. And when we first start on this journey, for example, when I was 16 or 17, when I met my twin flame, I often thought that he was the source of my happiness and that I need him to in order to feel good. So I often went to the same places where I assumed he would go out, just to see him, to have these few moments of bliss when I saw his face. And that's the wrong thing to do, because in such way you are putting your twin flame on a pedestal. You are seeing him as a source of your love or happiness, and that should never be the case. And for me, what helped me a lot throughout these years was getting back to confessions, because only God who should take the first place in your life. And the proper order of the relationship is actually in the twin flame connection, that God is first, then you, then your twin flame, then your family, friends, and then everyone else. So it's not your twin flame before you. What we sometimes, not sometimes, but often do, we put him or her on a pedestal. And you have to see your twin flame as equal to you, because he or she is essentially you. So you don't have to put him or her above yourself. And that actually repels your twin flame, because you are not seeing him as your equal. So yes, well, confessions help me a lot, because that, for example, one question when you before confession is, do you idolize someone before God? And that, for example, we are mostly think that marriage would make us happy. We idolize marriage a lot in our culture, because we think it will make us a certain way. We also, when you look at the pictures of couples or of married people, we assume they must be really happy. But also, as I refer to my previous statements, you have to be happy on your own first. So yeah, let's get back to divine timing. I got a bit further from the theme. So divine timing can happen now. It can happen in any moment. It's about vibrational alignment. So when you become vibrationally aligned to a union, you will get into union. It's just a vibration. You have to become a vibrational match. And how can you become that? Well, that's actually the thing. You have to find that love you're seeking, your twin flame inside of yourself. And I usually work with my clients with one exercise that's called the mirror exercise. And with that exercise, you can heal your emotions and inner state and traumas, and become whole on your own, so that you don't need anyone else to complete you, because that would also be a codependent relationship. And actually, as one of my colleagues said, that soulmates, when you're with the soulmates, you connect with them based on your traumas, and with your twin flame, you bond with through healing and through ascension. And soulmates are meant for you to be in your life for a certain period of time, for a few years or decades, or any amount that's appropriate for you. And twin flames are meant to be for a forever relationship. You're meant to be forever with your counterpart, and that's why it's so important to work on your healing. Mm, and in one books that I read about twin flames, from my gurus and uh, my coaches that I work with, is that around 80% of twin flame relationships are gonna end, because they don't know how to deal with each other's energies. So it's also important to work on that part of your connection, on your healing. And twin flames can bring a lot of stuff in you, because they trigger you a lot. They make you how can I say that? They make you see your past traumas and deal with them, and that's often an uncomfortable thing to do. But you should just see that anything that you're releasing or fearing doesn't have to be feared, because only good exists, and everything that you're afraid of is just your ego, and your ego has to dissolve in this relationship. And ego doesn't actually exist, it's just an illusion. Yes, so just work on yourself, and realize that divine timing is a myth, and it only now exists. And Your journey can happen anytime, so just work on yourself. And if you need more help in being with your twin flame or in connecting with them, just click the link below and you can work with me there. So thank you a lot. Bye.